good. We need that.
That's what I'm trying to do. Luckily,
that's what it's down to now. We're betting
to make ends meet. Episode 69. Episode 69. I think last week, Felix said take Hurricanes minus 2.5. Like that's a gimme. So
if you listen to me, you got bread.
I took 100 out. I betted on Hurricanes.
Hold on. That don't sound like a second mortgage.
No, I didn't do that. I said some people are betting tongue in cheek. Some people are saying bet the farm. I chose to bet a small portion of the farm.
We're betting a mortgage on the Hurricanes?
Bro,
I told him last week on the show, I said, take a second mortgage out, put it on the Canes, and you'll thank me.
And I'm like, no, guys, it's tongue in cheek. We're joking. You know what I mean? He's like, no, I'm for real. Take out the second mortgage. I'm like, some of us are a little more confident than others. Oh,
how much you would have won? How much you would have won with the second mortgage?
It depends how much your second mortgage is.
Yeah, I put on 100 and I won 97.
So that's all right. Let's just say second mortgage is 1,200.
You probably would have brought home 1,100.
1,100 something.
$3 difference.
So it
was almost money for money.
1,100.
No, but I mean, if you took out a second mortgage, you wasn't going to get 1,200.
You're betting 12. Yeah, you're betting 12. You're going to probably get back to 1,195. Like, so I got back a $3 difference. 100.
Depending on how much your house worth. If you would have took out a second mortgage, you probably would have, took out about $100,000, and then you would have flipped that.
Yeah, exactly. I would have put on I love my Canes, but I ain't putting on no Canes.
Well, I mean, it was just guaranteed. I gave everybody a guaranteed bet to make the money. Listen, I jacked up the spread to 6.5.
Yeah, and
I could have went higher than that.
Yeah, you had a nice day, bro. You had a nice day.
Yeah.
So we are episode 69.
69.
The start of what? Felix, what are we starting this week officially? I mean, football started.
Oh,
but officially,
it's go time. It's NFL, the big boys here this week.
Yes, sir.
It's the big boys here. I ain't even gonna talk about my Canes this week because we're about to run up. We probably drop 80 this week on fam.
People, we will be talking Canes.
We might put our band out there. We might put the band out there and let them.
We're a big Canes podcast here. We will be talking Canes, but NFL week 1, we got a lot of NFL to cover. But check us out. We will be talking Hurricanes.
Man, all the young freshmen that I've been wanting to see, they gonna play this week.
Yeah. Cam probably gonna play like the first quarter, and that's it.
I know
they gonna play this week.
Canes, but Cam Ward is taking over every highlight, every talking head that I've seen. He is week 2, like he sent in the group chat today, the clear favorite for Heisman after week 2.
I said this on the show.
Kiss of death or not, or what?
I said this on the show. He gonna win the Heisman.
We have it on tape. I'll look it up and I'll play it. If he wins it, we'll play it on.
He gonna win the Heisman, man. It's out of, to me, like I seen week 1. It's out of him, Travis, and Ewers. Ewers gonna have a shot. I didn't like Carson Beck. He's not that good to me. I know he's gonna go number 1, but
isn't Travis Hunter like also kind of he's coming back? Didn't he get hurt last year, like on a nasty play also?
Yeah, his chest.
Yeah, he was out a couple weeks last year. He took that liver shot or whatever in that Colorado State game.
Okay, all right. But so I know they, how they are. They like to give these awards to people who missed some time, show we're glad you came back type thing. But Cam Ward, like he balled his ass off on Saturday.
Speaking of comebacks, your boy starting this week 1 at the safety position. Walking Dead.
I saw that. I saw it on the Twitters for today.
Yeah.
What did it say? Hamlin. Hamlin's. I think it said Hamlin's clone.
Bro, I saw
Hamlin's clone is set to start week 1.
Something just come on Facebook before I got in here. They're like, you look at what if Hamlin plays and what if he does good? It could happen. I'm like, this guy's still on the team. I thought you bought goodwill by bringing him back last year. I didn't expect him to come back this another year.
He's not that good, but maybe his clone is better.
Like when we did our picks, I got a lot of maybes on Buffalo. because that defense is iffy to me. Like they have a couple good guys up front, but once you get past that, it's like
no. But you got the best quarterback in the league, so it should
by
be
far and away. I'm not worried about that.
So them iffies should be wins.
Nah, I saw Peyton Manning do it for years. Had the best offense ever, but giving up. He's got to score 35 because the defense is giving up 34.
Yeah, well, Peyton Manning
quarterback. You got
Peyton Manning had Marvin Harris and Reggie Wayne. You have 5'6".
That's how
Khalil
good.
Shakur.
That's how good Josh Allen has to be.
It's not the same.
Listen,
you guys aren't even making the playoffs this year.
He got
Kincaid, bro. We're going all the way. What are you talking about?
All the way to Cancun,
bro. All the way. We're gonna have Dalton Kincaid is gonna put up a Gronk season, probably 10, 12 touchdowns, 1,200 yards.
Josh Allen gonna be like 1, 2, 3, Cancun.
No, we're taking it. I can't wait. It's gonna be a great season. Go team.
Well, hey, the good thing about week 1 is everyone's undefeated.
Nothing but hope out there.
That's it. Nothing but hope and positivity in every NFL city right now. Trust me. Some kid in New England right now is saying, hey, Pat's got a shot for the Super Bowl. We got a shot. We got a shot.
You said it, right? You said all 32 teams say this year.
I'm telling you, in 32 cities right now, there's someone saying, hey, if the chips fall our way, trust me, we got a shot.
I get it.
And it's funny because Ryan Clark said the opposite. Ryan Clark said, no, not every team does go in saying that. And that's
he's talking saying that?
Yeah, he's saying that maybe the players even the player, I don't believe it, but even the players, they might be like, man, we're a little weak here. We're a little, man.
But you argue with us.
I'm talking about
saying that every team believes that, and we were trying to tell you not every team. Like the
Panthers I didn't say every. I didn't say every person.
No, you
said every team. Exactly. Every team is going to this thing thinking they got a shot. You might have people on your team.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, you might have people on your team that don't believe it, and those are the ones that you kind of got to weed out of your organization.
When do you think reality sets in? When do you think they realize, all right, I know we're not mathematically out of it, but we're probably ain't going to do good here.
After a couple weeks, you can look at your team and be like, you know what, man?
All right, a couple weeks.
We just ain't got it.
Around there. Yeah, you're like, all right,
we just ain't got it.
All right, that's it.
Because even though you might have a team that they just playing a tough schedule, they going through a rough patch or whatever, and they're losing, but you still looking at them like, hey, if this go this way, this go that, they can turn it around.
If you're losing,
but it's some of them after a couple of weeks, you like, bruh, you might as well start playing some young guys.
Who it was last year? They had lost 7 games by a combined 6 points or some crazy number like that. Like it was like how could they have lost? Like I think it was the year Minnesota went to the Super Bowl and beat who they ended up beating, but it was right before Cousins got hurt. They had 10 games decided by a field goal or less for victories or something like that.
I was about to say Minnesota ain't ever been to the Super Bowl.
No,
they've been just not since I was born.
Yeah. Not in our.
You got to go back to the purple people eaters.
10 games by less than a touchdown or something like that. And like they're not going to do this because remember they were winning at the end of the game like 5 straight fourth quarter comebacks, some crazy thing like that.
Yeah, if you
that are like we're losing.
If you losing like that, if you losing like that, there's still hope. You like, man, damn, just want to, what I'm saying? We get something here, something there. We got a shot, man. But like if you losing every week and you don't even look good, you like, man.
From a player standpoint, I understand what you're saying. Like, as if you're a competitor, like I'll using my sport for basketball. We step on the court. You look individually like, look, I know I'm better than you, or I know I could play better than you. And then you look at your team, and you look at their team, you just be like, well, look, collectively, just have a little bit more than us. But we still feel we could compete with you. But we're not going there saying, hey, this is a championship team. No, we're not. But we can compete with the teams. But
I'm good enough to outshine 2 of your guys, and then 2 of your guys are even with my guys. Yeah, in the NFL, you got 11 on offense, 11 on defense. Scheme is a big deal.
People think like, I know we were raised and brainwashed in all the sports that the hierarchy is, championships. But people don't understand the grind and how things have to line up in any sport, individual, team, to get to a championship game, match, whatever. Like a lot of things have to go your way, especially team oriented. Individually, you have a little more control, of course, but team oriented, it takes a luck. It takes schedule. It just takes a lot of pieces to fall for you to achieve that goal. So when a lot of people get there and they fall short, like you just gotta tip your hat to them a little bit. But they don't look at it that way.
I'm trying to find something based off of that, and I don't know where it is. I thought I had to say it on Instagram. We'll have to try to come back to it. I don't want to get caught trying to search for something that I can't find. But it was pretty much something like that. It was
no dead air.
Whose career would you rather have? I can't remember who it was, but it was like
somebody that has like rings, another one that has like money or something like that.
Yeah, I can't think of who it was. Oh no, it was Damian Lillard and Jrue Holiday. Whose career do you want? Damian Lillard or Jrue Holiday? Whose career do you want?
I mean,
We're taking a quick jump in sports, but it goes off of what you were saying.
Yeah.
Is it championships or is it your love for the city, the money you make, your longevity? What career do you want?
For me, my perspective, or honestly speaking, I think it comes down to the individual and what you value. Like if you're a person that all you care about is the accolades, then you're probably gonna choose Jrue. If you're a person that like, all right, I'll just use me for example. Let's say I had, my dream was to play in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Felix' dream was to play in the NBA, but I know he was just a better athlete than me. And I knew that but if one of me and him had to make it, he'd probably be the better pick. So me getting into the league was an accomplishment, and all I did was just rack up money. Okay. I'm gonna be satisfied with that because I'm like, well, look, I didn't think I was gonna get this far. So the fact that I got this far and I was able to have a 10-year, 12-year career,
that I fully understand. I'm with you there.
But now on the flip side, if Felix knew he was like that alpha, ultra athlete, uber athlete as they call it, and he knows like, no, I'm supposed to be here. And then him getting there was like, yeah, this is supposed to happen. Then I would probably say, all right, if you didn't achieve the highest marquee of, getting to the finals, getting to the Super Bowl, and all you did was just get like an MVP, 2 good contracts, then I'd probably be like, well, you fell short of those expectations. So I think
I get you. Expectations do determine if you had a good career or not. But like I get, because Jrue Holiday's won 2 rings, made a bunch of money. Damian Lillard goes into the Hall of Fame. He's going as a Blazer, no matter what he ends up doing. He's going as a Blazer. The guy was like, well, where does Jrue Holiday going as? What does he do? What is his team? Like, he's such a journeyman. He's extremely successful, 2-time champion. Like, who's he hitching his wagon to? So whose career do you want? You're locked in, set. You're this guy, or you're Jrue Holiday with no real team, but rings and money and championships and accolades. Who do you want to be?
Here's the perfect example for that one. Tobias Harris.
Yeah.
Or Jrue Holiday. If you look at Tobias Harris, he has probably made more over his career, monetary wise, than Jrue Holiday. But Jrue Holiday will probably be recognized more because of his accolades. So neither one is wrong because he got generational wealth, presumably, and it was able to change his family. At the same time, he achieved the highest goal for an athlete that you'd want to achieve. So which one would I rather have? I mean, like I said, for me,
to your point, are you raised to go get championships? Or are you raised to make money and be remembered in that city forever? Like, is the Ring of Honor in your town more important than bouncing career to career, to team to team to team, and getting a ring? Yeah, it's all how you were raised. Values. Like, I know I shouldn't really be here, but I somehow made it. I'm happy with my millions. Or you're like, I'm supposed to be the greatest ever. I got to at least get 1 ring in my career. So yeah, it all goes on your expectations set forth by parents, coaches around you, and what's good enough, what you think is winning. Is actually winning a title, winning, or you're in the playoffs every year, you're making a bunch of money, your city knows you, like Lillard. He's nothing but Portland Trailblazer. He'll never be known as anything else.
He was loyal to a fault, or he was too loyal.
Yeah.
But
so that could be a problem.
People that view loyalty or put loyalty in high regard, they're gonna be like, well, no, he did his thing. He stayed by a team that took a chance on him. He's close to the area or whatever.
Yeah,
he was loyal to a organization that took care of him. Did he achieve his goal? No, but at the same time, they allowed him to have a long career and take care of his family. If you don't really care about that, then you'd be like, well, yeah, this fool bounced around until he, found a spot and he collected a ring. So,
all right. So speaking of loyal to a fault, back on the NFL season predictions, loyal to a fault. This guy couldn't even pick losses for his team. He's that delusional.
Oh, Not putting no losses on there.
And you know what? As I say that, I did the same thing. I put maybes next to mine. There's no red. I got green for the wins. I've got orange for the maybes.
I'm on the realist on the show.
You're the realest one on here. Because I saw Rob's like, Rob put the X's. He put the lines, the losses. He did. He wasn't afraid of it. I'm like, I don't know. Most of mine are traveling and against good defenses.
I put M's.
$1, folks. I keep it to the $1.
Yeah, I put M's. Put M for maybes.
There's no M's in football.
So we're looking here.
They have M's all over.
First, if you're watching, comment your favorite team. Let us know what you think their record's going to be. I'm a Bills fan. Rob's a 49er fan. Felix is a Colts fan. Up here first.
And we
have Felix. I'm going to read you Felix's. We'll talk to him about it real quick. He has a win. I'm reading just the wins. As you were listening, Felix and me, the ones that we do not mention are maybes. So we'll go over some of the maybes. But for Felix, the Indianapolis Colts, the wins are versus Houston, versus Chicago, versus Pittsburgh, at Tennessee, at Minnesota, versus Buffalo, at the Jets, at New England, at Denver, at Tennessee, at the Giants. What's that bottom one there? This thing's in the way. Versus Jacksonville. Okay. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 wins is what
you don't think we can beat the Jets?
I don't think you are going to beat the Jets. You can beat the Jets, but I don't think you are going to beat the Jets.
So we got 12 wins here, Felix. We have a maybe at Green Bay, maybe at Jacksonville, maybe at home versus Miami, maybe at Houston, maybe at home versus Detroit. What do you got for us?
I've never, ever. It's just me. We don't beat Jacksonville in Jacksonville, so I was not going to put
stat you pointed out last season, and we checked it out. You were 100% correct.
Yeah, I mean, I can't tell you the last time we beat Jacksonville in Jacksonville, and I go there almost every year. So, and is the
Jets better than the Dolphins in your opinion this year, or period?
They can be.
Okay.
They can be.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't won in the division, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know what they're gonna look like. I haven't seen Aaron Rodgers play in 2 years.
I asked that question because last year, you was slapping me and Billy around talking about the mighty Jets. Now this year,
I picked them to win the division. I picked them to win the division again. Right. It's just,
and now on your sheet you picked to beat them, but then you put a maybe with the Dolphins. So I was just a little confused. I want you to clear that up for
because I about that too because you got.
I mean, it's matchups. It's matchups. That I think that Miami offense might be some trouble for us.
Okay,
they got
break it down.
Our defense. Our whole team, our weakness of our whole team is in the secondary.
Okay.
So one team has Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle running around back there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm with you. That could be a problem.
Yeah.
And another team has Mike Williams, Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, exactly. No speed.
And Aaron Rodgers. Oh, you worried about the speed. You're worried about the speed.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson's good. I'm not afraid of Garrett Wilson.
You're playing at home in Indy on turf. That speed could be a big deal. Playing at the Jets, potential, you got a better offensive team, I would assume, if it got nasty weather to dominate the run. That could be a low scoring.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. And it's November. It may be muggy. It may be sloppy out there.
Yeah.
Tyrod Taylor might be the quarterback by then.
Gosh.
So
love Tyrod Taylor.
Okay. Yeah. Right. I mean, for me and my team, I'm more afraid of Miami.
Okay.
Than I am the Jets.
I respect it. I just wanted the breakdown so our viewers at home can understand, because I was confused myself.
All right.
But I have the Jets winning the division though, because they're playing a last place schedule.
Yeah, they have
right now
an easy schedule.
Didn't they finish last place in their division last year?
Yeah.
So they're playing a last place schedule.
New England
or second. Them in New England, I think, were pretty close. 1 or 2 games.
So they're playing a third place schedule.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be a. So
copy that.
And then
I have them winning. I have them winning division.
And then versus Detroit, we see.
Well, versus Detroit, I have a maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Detroit.
So
I got you. Yeah. So I'm looking at at Green Bay. I'd assume on the road first part of the season, maybe some weather, but not a lot. I see at Jacksonville. We know the history of Jacksonville. At home versus Miami, you clarified matchup issues. At Houston, I could see maybe at Houston division game. Maybe. Yeah,
we split last. We split last year. We probably split again.
And then from there, Detroit. You're like, all right, it's a maybe. But all right, I get it.
Everything after Detroit, I feel real confident about.
And again, after Detroit, at New England, at Denver, division, at home against Tennessee, at the Giants, at home against Jacksonville.
Yeah.
So we have 12 wins and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybes. 12 wins, 5 maybes for the Indianapolis Colts.
There we go. So 11-6. I feel real good about it.
Okay.
Take over the 8.5.
Take the over 8.5, Colts fans. Pay attention. We got a 12 and possibly 6. Excuse me, 12 and possibly 5.
Yeah. We slip up 1. That's 11-6. Take the over 8.5.
On the high 12-5, on the low 10-7. Got it.
Yeah. Take the 8.5. Over.
Not bad.
Oh, you gotta finish with your famous line. All you need is 9.
That's
race to 9.
It's a race to 9 in the AFC South, baby. It's what it is. It's what it's always gonna be. It's the AFC South. It's a race to 9. Who gonna get there?
I thought that might have been a thing in the past with the Colts looking like the clear favorite. You have the Houston looking like a clear favorite. You have 2 teams that look like they're going to go dominate. Those 2 might have a race to 10, race to 11.
No, everybody in our division finished the same last year.
But you bring him back, you bring him back a quarterback. Houston's doing a second season. I don't see anyone else in the division worth anything.
Yeah, Jacksonville may win 9 games.
Listen, we put out that
Tennessee
thing about
might be a sleeper.
I think they're going to put people to sleep, I think, with Tennessee.
Yeah. We all won 9 games last year.
We had some people
Tennessee.
on Twitter. We had some people on Twitter really come to the defense of Trevor Lawrence when we said he was overrated and had weapons. A couple
of course. They love him.
He has no weapons. He's got nobody on that team. It's all him and that's it.
This year, he has weapons before.
He sure did.
This year, this is one of the reasons why I'm kind of down on them this year, because I don't like their weapons this year.
No, Kirk.
Like they drafted Brian Thomas. He runs one route. He don't have a tree. He don't have a route tree. I'm not a huge Gabe Davis fan. So if that's your number 1, I really think you got issues if Gabe Davis is your number 1.
I think they got him number 2 or number 3. I think they're trying to make Brian. I mean, their number 1 is the tight end, but
no, I'm talking about at wide receiver. He's their number 1 wide receiver, and that I really have a problem with your wide receiver core if
Gabe
Gabe Davis is your number one.
Yeah.
If your slot, if the slot receiver on your team is the best receiver on your team, I really have an issue with your offense. Yeah. And Christian Kirk is their best receiver.
And true. To me, he's the number 2 on anybody else's team. Let's check out these San Francisco 49ers with a guy, Rob, here. The San Francisco 49ers, the only one of us who managed to put losses next to his team. He's the only one not afraid to back down.
I keep it tall with my team, man. We got to speak the truth out here.
We have, with Rob, with the San Francisco 49ers, make sure I have all the teams here, okay. We have winning versus the Jets, winning at Minnesota, winning at the Rams, winning versus New England, winning versus Arizona, winning at Seattle, losing versus Kansas City, losing versus Dallas, winning at Tampa Bay, winning versus Seattle, losing at Green Bay, losing at Buffalo, winning versus Chicago, winning versus the Rams, winning at Miami, losing versus Detroit, and winning at Arizona. So, Rob, what do you got here as far as the losses? Kansas City, Dallas, Green Bay, Buffalo. Green Bay and Buffalo were at. And then Detroit going to San Francisco, Dallas and KC going to San Francisco. What do you got for us, sir?
Well, I mean, Kansas City is just spoken for. Until we do it, that's what it's going to be. So
I got you.
We actually beat them, I can't say that we're going to win. That's like fighting a bully on the block. Until you actually get one in,
there you go.
He whooping on you. Lions, they on the rise. They have arrived, and they can only get better. And them and Green Bay almost had us last year. So I think what propelled us to the win was experience, head coaching, and player. This year, them guys are gonna be a little more hungry, and I just think this is like the window is like right here, about to be closed, and then Buffalo.
I mean, it's at Buffalo. I have the same thing for Buffalo going to across the country also.
Yeah.
That's pretty much
Buffalo.
it.
Yeah, it's at Buffalo, so we don't, that West Coast, East Coast thing. It doesn't. Where we get echo from?
Hold on, I'm trying to mute it.
This guy.
Well, yeah, mute it because
he auto-tuned me. And then
trying to see what's going on.
With Dallas, it's the same thing with Kansas City. So because we've been beating Dallas and getting the better of them, I think they're due for the reverse.
I got you.
So
all right. So we got a 13-5. I think I see here.
Nah, 12-5. And
12-5. My bad.
I wouldn't be surprised if we dropped to 10-7, and that would be splitting with the Rams and splitting with the Seahawks.
How much?
Normally in that division, like Lou speaks about his division, our division is real wacky. We tend to break even with Rams, but then we get the better of Cardinals.
Yeah,
and then the Seahawks. Now that the latter years, we've been back on top of them. So I say 12-5, but I could see 10-7 because we might lose one to the Rams, one to the Seahawks.
I got you. Other than that? What about the Ayuk stuff? Not necessarily Trent Williams, but the Ayuk stuff, the back and forth, the showing the practice, not practicing, asking to leave practice, the deal, no deal. Any of that getting these guys' heads, you think, or what?
Yeah. So, I wanted to send it to you guys last week, but last week was rough for me. So I didn't get a chance to, but I saw, I think, what's his name? Scheffler posted that Ayuk accepted a deal that was on the table since the 13th of August.
I did not notice that. I did not see that since the 13th.
Yeah. So they had a deal.
August?
This deal that he accepted, they said was on the table since August 13th, and I guess
what
he was.
The hell?
So I don't know if they worked the contract where he got a little
got
more
out of training camp
early.
That's what it sounds like.
Case, but that goes
my boy
back
say,
to,
you know what? I ain't coming to training camp, man. I'm tired, boss.
That goes back to the conversation that we was having in our chat where when you see these negotiations going on, players, team, who has the leverage, who's at fault. So all this time, people are probably saying, yo, just pay the man, da 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 da. And now if that report is actually true, all right, so they done met you, they done conceded, gave you what you wanted and everything.
Yeah.
And you left it on the table. So now you the one that's been playing around this whole time. So I'm not a big fan of holdouts. I think I was talking about this the other day. Football is probably in my opinion, one of the hardest sports to gear up for. So like basketball, baseball, you can miss a training camp and you could probably game or two get back in the swing of things. Because like with basketball, it's more so your endurance.
Yeah.
So you can miss training camp, then you just get back in it, get your plays down. Football, it's more everything else. You got to get your timing and you got to have your endurance.
Valid point, bro.
So you can't really simulate you working out on the sideline, you got your little personal trainer, you doing personal workouts, then actually being in there with your team, hitting the pads and all that good stuff. So I think that's gonna affect him, and we'll see. Hopefully he comes out the gates, but I could see him struggling.
Yeah, that's a good point, man. Yeah, because game speed in football is different than any other speed. Like all game speed, any sport. But like you said, you got 80-something games in basketball. You can get going the first few games. You can get in a rhythm. Football, your first 3 games is the first quarter of the season. First, a little bit of the season. You can't afford to really give that time up. So that's a valid point.
So that's my worry. And like everybody says, and I agree, if he's our best receiver, and him and Purdy has that connection, if he struggles, that means Purdy struggles. And the offense is going to just look different, and we might come out the gates not looking too good. Like it showed in the preseason. If everybody's paying attention, the preseason showed where, all right, this looks different when we don't got the best tackle in football out there. When we don't got our best receiver out there. Like this offense, it don't look as fluid. It ain't like how it was last year. And this is Purdy's contract year, so on and so forth. People, want to know if the window's still open. So I'm really on a 10-7, but that's.
But you got 13-5 right now. 13-5. We have the Colts with what 12-6.
I don't know where you're getting your math from, Billy. 12-5.
12-5.
Yeah.
I thought it was just 13-5. Isn't 18? I'm getting
13-5 is 18.
All right, so what do you got?
18 weeks with a bye. So it's
all right, that's what's throwing me off. I'm trying to get that. Yeah, so 13-4, 12-5. Because I have my Buffalo Bills.
Now you said
11-6. I have the least amount with my team here.
I mean, that's favorable.
So and it is to me as realistic as I could get it, because I am concerned about some of these distances. So with the Buffalo Bills versus Arizona, win. At Miami, a win. Versus Jacksonville, win. At Baltimore, I don't know. At Houston, I'm not sure. At the Jets, I think we're going to win. Versus Tennessee, we win. At Seattle, that cross country, that could be an issue. Versus Miami, that's a win. At the Colts, it's a walk in the park. Versus Kansas City, like I've said this for years now, Kansas City during the regular season, I've got no time for them. Buffalo wins every time. It means nothing to me. Versus San Francisco, I'm nervous that San Francisco has a good run game. They play, it's the middle of the season. They should gel with Ayuk and all those guys. So coming to Buffalo, unless it's weather, San Francisco has the overall control game with the run game. That could be an issue. At the Rams, it's going to be tough. At Detroit, that's going to be tough. I think Buffalo played them last year, the year before. We just ran out of time, and we happen to have the ball last. So I'm not giving up anything to Detroit. They're going to be tough. Versus New England, win. Versus the Jets, win. And then at New England, a win. So that's what I have there. At Baltimore, again, that run game. Buffalo struggles with the run game. That's going to be a problem. At Houston, high scoring. Houston has right now a complete team. Buffalo really only has Josh Allen, and that's not enough to go against a full team. With, again, at Seattle, I'm not worried about Seattle. I am concerned about flying across the entire country. Again, San Francisco, like I said, complete team. That could be hard for Buffalo. Going to the Rams, I'm not worried about the Rams, but going there could be an issue. And again, Detroit is Detroit. They're up and coming, like we said before. I'm concerned about Detroit. I can see that being a super high scoring game if everybody is intact week, 13, 14, 15, around there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I got for my Buffalo Bills. It's all Josh Allen. That can only take you so far. So the hope for your Bills fans out there, from a Bills fan here, is Josh Allen needs help. In my opinion, he needs it from coaching. He doesn't have any.
And for the fourth member of the panel, Dolphins is going 15-2.
Yeah, if Dewey was here, he'd probably be negative as hell.
So Josh Allen is not enough to win?
To win, yeah, but not enough to start when you get to the playoffs where everybody is good, and that's going to be a problem.
But Lamar Jackson won two MVPs. And
that means nothing. That's not, he didn't win shit. That counts. MVPs are nothing. It's a popularity contest. They got time for that.
It's not a popularity contest. You have no clue what you're talking about.
Win in the playoffs. He's a perennial loser in the playoffs. Josh Allen has more wins in the playoffs than Lamar Jackson does.
And Josh Allen has nothing.
Lamar Jackson has nothing. 2 MVPs, you can wipe my ass with MVPs. Win something that matters, bro.
Neither of them have a Super Bowl. I would take the 2 MVPs over 0.
MVPs mean nothing. It means you're the best running back on your team.
It means you're the best player in the league that year.
But he wasn't. He has the worst numbers in the quarterbacks in the league that year.
Oh, gosh. Oh, my. Then he wouldn't be the MVP.
Bullshit. They had to give it to him.
Jesus. Stop showing your color.
He's going to lose. I can't help but show it when you put the worst quarterback in my face every fucking week.
Jeez. If you swap their colors, you would be all over Lamar Jackson.
No, because I know you can throw the ball.
I know you way too long.
Nah, bro. I can't take this Lamar Jackson guy. He seems like a good dude. I root for him, but he's not winning a Super Bowl, bro. He's not going to do it.
Stop it, bro. Stop it.
If it was Louis Joseph.
Felix is respect a bet. He's in a takeover. What do you got for us?
I'm upset. I'm really upset. So the one on the left, I've been made that bet, right?
Okay.
So I got Colts plus 1.5. It's at 3 now.
It's at 3. I saw that today.
Yes. It's at 3. So everybody's betting the Texans. So I got to go in there, and I probably got to go make another one. But I'm keeping this one. And, I like it. Colts plus 1.5. I got Dolphins minus 3.5. Jags. They're going to beat the Jaguars. Vikings are playing 1AA school. And the Bucks, I think that's going to be a good game, though. But I don't think Jaden Daniels is going to come out and just set it on fire week 1.
I don't think so either. Why don't you just cancel that and redo it with the new number?
I don't know. I don't think Miami's still 3.5. I don't think the Vikings are 1. And I think the Bucks are at 4 right now. I think
like an early cash out.
Yeah, you can do the early cash out and get your money back.
I might do an early cash out.
Just check and see if some of those numbers are the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, if the numbers are the same, I would just early cash out because it's going to give you back your deposit, and then you just resubmit it with the new numbers.
Yeah.
So
if it's the same.
Bet number 1, Colts plus 1.5, Dolphins minus 3.5, Vikings minus 1, Bucks minus 3.5. What's your second parlay there, buddy? Rocket?
Yeah.
Rocket Mortgage.
You got Colorado and the over.
Rocket.
Nebraska.
Colorado. Hey.
Let's go. What do you got?
People sleeping on Colorado again, man. People sleeping on them.
I mean, they had a reason.
They really like. Yeah, but so did Nebraska. Like they beat Nebraska last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you're just saying for this game only.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't understand. How is Nebraska the favorite? Like, because they got Patrick Mahomes' cousin at quarterback? Yeah, he played good last week, but last week.
I see you chose to go with the over. I see you're not going to worry about the defense anymore. You learned the lesson last week.
Oh, yeah. Shador versus Patrick Mahomes' little cousin. They're going to light the scoreboard up.
All right. What do you got? What's Texas here? You got Texas to win?
And then, I got Texas to win that. I think they're a mismatch for Michigan. Michigan without JJ McCarthy ain't the same.
Best quarterback in college.
Best quarterback. Jim Harbaugh said best quarterback in college history. Whoa. So
at least
get that right.
And then you got, what's the last one here? Tennessee at NC State, the over 65.
Yeah. Did you see Tennessee's quarterback last week?
I did not.
Kid's amazing.
Okay.
Kid's amazing. He's got a weird name, Afala Fafala Floflif, but
jeez.
Kid is amazing. I think they might score like 70 by themselves.
Okay. So we got Felix has got two bets, a respective bet. Parlay number one, Colts plus 1.5, Dolphins minus 3.5, Vikings -1, Bucks minus 3.5. Parlay number two, Colorado to win and the over 57. Texas to win outright versus Michigan and the over Tennessee and NC State over 65.5. Respect the bet. Those are Felix's bets.
Respect the bet. Yeah.
All right. So, looking good.
Tennessee put up 69 last week.
Holy Christ.
Ooh, and this is episode 69.
Yeah. So they put up 69. Nico Yamaya Vega.
Hamaka.
22 for 28, 314, and 3 tutties.
Nice, bro.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that Tennessee offense, boy. Woof.
On fire.
All right.
On
fire.
All right, we got respect the bet. Rob is up. Respect the bet. Rob has parlay number one, a four play parlay. Can you see? You want me to read it?
4 backs. You can go ahead and do the honors.
All right, we got first one over 24.5. Lamar Jackson took the over.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts over 24.5 rush yards.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson over 24.5 rush yards. Anthony Richardson over 24.5 rush yards. Kyler Murray over 24.5 rush yards. Parlay number one, taking the listen. I love the alternate bet when it comes to this shit. I love it. These guys should clear 25 yards, no problem. And you get a minus 800, a minus 550. You're stacking it with four other bets. You have yourself a nice, very winnable parlay. The point of betting is to win. This is a bet that I didn't
even know the prop bets were out yet on Hard Rock.
And if y'all been following us before Billy goes on to parlay 2, bet 2, if you followed us, you've been rocking with us. You're talking to 2 of the guys that have a good betting record. So
I think Rob for a long time was a good 10, 12 games above 500. It wasn't only until he started like trying to really get a bunch in there. He's 1 or 2 bets a week. Rob had a good 10-point lead on the next guy. So pay attention.
Yeah.
So that is Rob's parlay number one. Over 25.5 rush yards for Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, Anthony Richardson, and Kyler Murray. Parlay number 2.
Helps with fantasy too.
Pay attention, guys, because these are top fantasy players. With over 64.5 rush yards, again, Kyron Williams, Saquon Barkley, Breece Hall, Bijan Robinson, Derrick Henry. A 5 bet parlay. Over 64.5 rush yards. Kyron Williams, Saquon Barkley, Breece Hall, Bijan Robinson, Derrick Henry. Those very 65 for the NFL. We should get these no problem, guys. Pay attention.
Barkley might be the only suspect one, but that should pan out. Better line, more weapons around him.
Valid point. You got to drop some guys in the box. If they start passing a little bit, got to drop them out. Barkley's a good enough running back to take over one guy out of the box. I'm with you there.
Packers, the Eagles. That's going to be a good one. That's Friday.
And remember, guys, these are premier backs. All they got to do, think about it. They just need 2 10-yard games. And then the rest of the game, they just pile up.
Bro, I'm a huge fan of the alternate bet. I did see, because ladies and gentlemen, we're South Florida. Hard Rock runs everything down here. We're on the Hard Rock bet.
Trash.
They have now an alternate high and alternate low. So you can bet my quarterback going to go over 500 yards passing, and you can bet that. Okay. And I still like, again, the 25. One of my favorite bets.
Did the Packers figure out what they're wearing on Friday?
What did Philadelphia figure out? They're going to just rock all white and black?
Their uniform is white and black. They showed it the other day.
Oh, the Eagles?
Eagles are rocking white and black. They showed it the other day.
Green Bay going to be white and gold, I guess, then? White and yellow?
Yeah, maybe. Green Bay got to go all yellow or something?
As long as it's not green.
And what is it? It's because something with
they can't wear green in that area.
Is it gang related or is it soccer related?
No, it's soccer related.
That's what I thought.
In Milwaukee or Philly?
No, it's in Brazil, bro.
In Brazil.
Oh,
yeah.
I apologize.
There was some dude. He's like, bro,
it's soccer. You can't wear green in that city. No one can wear green in that city.
I didn't know the game was in Brazil. So they got
no one can wear green. So Eagles are wearing white and black. I know that.
So they're going to go all yellow. I mean, white and yellow or all yellow.
That shit gonna be ugly.
The Philadelphia Eagles will be making history this week when they travel to Brazil to face the Green Bay Packers in what will be the NFL's first game ever in South America. Although it's historical, not everyone on the Eagles roster wants to be part of a history-making matchup. During a recent podcast, Big Play Slay, Eagles cornerback Darius Slay made it very clear that he would not want to go to Sao Paulo for the game. I do not want to go to Brazil. You want to know why? I'm going to tell you why, Slay told Eagles Nation. They already told us not to leave the hotel. They told us we can't do much of anything. The crime is crazy. I'm like, NFL, why would you send us someplace with such a high crime rate?
Because they greed. They just want the money.
Exactly.
And
Brazil they wear green, but they're making green. That's all they care about,
Brazil don't care about American football. They care about football.
Yep. So he's like, I don't want to go down there. Don't leave the hotel. Crime rate is crazy. Stay inside.
You better call Dom Toretto.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. All right, respect.
Oh, Packers. Packers said they're wearing green.
Okay.
Yeah.
They said they don't care about Brazil.
Oh, okay.
All right. Shove some balls. I like it.
I like it.
Yep.
Letting other people dictate how we do things around here.
Yep. Right. They said they're rocking green. If you got beef, show up to the stadium with all your guns and stuff.
I wouldn't go that far.
It's gonna be more than field goal getting kicked around. I tell you that.
Hey, apparently, listen, they ain't got nothing to worry about it. They being told to stay inside the hotel and don't leave.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Y'all can wear whatever y'all want.
They gonna come to the hotel.
All right,
but at least Eagles respected the wishes of the city. You know, now I gotta go root for the Eagles.
Respect the bet.
Just so you when you in the hood, you respect the hood.
Here's what I got. We talked about this on the last podcast. The guy said, take $200, bet $125 on what you feel is a sure thing, bet $50 on what you feel could be a very good bet, and then bet $25 on the parlay. If you hit the first bet, you automatically cover whether you hit the other ones or not. If you hit the secondary one, you're going to make your money plus the parlay. You can turn a $200 bet to nearly $400 by hitting the 2 and the parlay. If you hit your first one, you make all the money back plus like 25. So I followed that strategy. I'd like to thank Rob for showing the player props that I had forgot about because I'm looking at Felix's bets. I'm like, man, I'll take Colts plus 1.5. I saw him at 3. It's only another 1.5 points, but enough to deter me from week 1. I love the player props. I forgot about it until I got Rob's bets in to do the segment. So I went looking for my guys. So without further ado, Josh Allen over 1.5 touchdown passes is my secondary bet, 50 on that one. Jared Goff over 1.5 passes is my primary bet, the 125. And then the parlay the 2 for 25, Josh Allen and Jared Goff over 1.5 passing TDs. That is my respect to bet. I follow the plan. I hope it works out.
There you go.
If it do, we rolling.
Rock out with your talked out.
There you go, bro. That's the goal, to win. To win.
Can I do it on a lower one? Can I do like 100? 50?
Go for it. I think you do what? You probably do 50, 25, and 25. I think the point is your first one should cover the other ones. Because my first one, 125, if it hits, wins, I think 210, 215, something like that. And I'm betting a total of 200. So I get back that original 125 plus some profit, and then I cover the other 2 that I lose. And if I happen to hit the second one, you hit the parlay, you do nice. So I do hope these 2 can throw 2 touchdown passes each.
I mean, they should.
They should.
You would think so.
You would. Think so. I'm with you. But then when you bet money, you get a little nervous. Then, all of a sudden,
week 1, we have no clue what's going to happen week 1.
Exactly.
None at all.
I'm hoping for that. No defense knows what they're doing just yet, and these guys can at least throw 2 touchdowns in week 1.
Yeah, we have no clue. We have no clue what's going to happen. Will Levis might go out there and throw 5 touchdowns.
Well, I mean, we have an idea what's going to happen, and that's not one of them.
I mean, we only thing I'm sure of is the Panthers is going to be the Panthers.
Okay, so since we making all these predictions, who has the number 1 pick?
The Panthers.
Oh, we should have had that in our. I'm trying to find the prediction sheets right now. That would have been a great prediction.
The
Patriots
for next year's draft?
The Patriots?
Yeah.
Or you're saying they're going to have it?
Patriots will have the number 1 pick.
Okay.
Oh, they will have it. Okay. I like Panthers to be in the top 5, top 3 again.
I'm with that. I think the Saints are going to really stink up this week, bro. This year, I mean.
Nah. They got little boy David Carr.
I saw something today. Derek Carr, just some dude on Instagram. Like Derek Carr, he's like he's the worst quarterback in the NFL. This guy can't do anything right.
Oh my god!
I won't go that far, but I mean, I
wouldn't go that far either. He happens to have not the best coach. His weapons are okay.
He doesn't have any weapons. What are you talking about? He's got one receiver.
He's got a lot. Yeah, I'm saying okay. I didn't say they were good.
All he has is Olave. That's it. There's nothing else there.
Rashid Shaheed can run back once.
There's nothing there. Horrible.
NFL predictions, ladies and gentlemen. As we're talking, we're predicting first pick. I think it's good. We can all.
It's almost here. It's like Christmas.
Here we go. We have our full NFL prediction sheet. The division winners, conference champions, Super Bowl winner, offensive player of the year, defensive player of the year, rookie of the year, offense and defense, comeback player of the year, league MVP. These are our what we feel is going to happen. We'll go over with each one. We'll let whoever picks them explain their reasonings.
And
here we are. We're starting up here with Felix. He has NFL predictions 2024-2025 season.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
You got it? I saw your thing dropped off. I'm going to read them off?
Yes.
All right, so for Felix,
what you doing? You need to put like
division winners. Rob, you're killing me here. Division winners, AFC, Kansas City, Baltimore, the Jets, Indianapolis. NFC, Dallas, San Francisco, Atlanta, Green Bay. I will say this. I think we were all nearly identical with the NFC. One team, I think, switched everybody up. But we were all almost identical with the NFC. So, again, for Felix, division winners, AFC, Kansas City, Baltimore, the Jets, and Indy. The NFC, Dallas, San Francisco, Atlanta, Green Bay. Conference champions, Baltimore Ravens, San Francisco 49ers.
Again.
Super Bowl winner, Baltimore Ravens. Offensive player of the year, Tyreek Hill. Defensive player of the year, TJ Watt. Offensive rookie of the year, Bo Nix. Defensive player of the year, rookie offensive player of the year, Bo Nix. Rookie defensive player of the year, Latu, if I said it correctly.
You said it perfect.
Listen, you know how many times I had to rewrite this to get his name right? Comeback player of the year, Anthony Richardson. League MVP, Lamar Jackson. Felix, you want to break this down for us? Anything behind the scenes?
No. South Florida boy winning the MVP.
Okay.
And a boy comeback player of the year, born and raised Miami. There ain't nothing else to say.
Born and raised in Miami.
Anthony Richardson.
So we lost Rob. These are Felix's NFL predictions.
Yeah, MVP. It's kind of tough to say MVP. You could say Mahomes.
Yeah,
you could say there's a bunch of dudes that you could say MVP.
I'm with you.
So yeah, I'm going home team.
Let me ask you with
Listen, I got him winning the Super Bowl. If he getting them to the Super Bowl, he getting another MVP.
100%. I'm with you there for sure. Let me ask you, defensive player of the year, TJ Watt. Why did you pick TJ Watt?
I think he's like top 3 best defensive player in the league. So
okay.
And it was, I could have went with dude from Dallas. I can't even think of his name right now. Jesus Christ. I could have went with Micah Parsons. I could have went with, Myles Garrett.
Okay.
And the TJ, those 3, I think, are the best 3 defensive players in the league. Now that Aaron Donald's out here racing Shady McCoy in garage parking lots.
That's fun.
Mm-hmm.
So,
all right. Because I will say, a little peek behind the curtain, all 3 of us chose TJ Watt as defensive player of the year. My reasoning was, I'll get to when I get there. He had better numbers than the guy who won last year. So I think that's probably going to be on some people's mind. And if he's close to that, or again, leading in sacks and all that stuff, he's probably going to take it. But like you said, I think all 3 of those guys were on point last year. He
missed games last year. If he didn't miss those games, I think he was going to win it last year.
Okay,
I was just about to say that. I was just about to say the same thing. If he didn't have injuries, I think he'd got it.
I got a sleeper too, though. That boy in Vegas.
Yeah,
he's a sleeper.
Yeah. He's my backup
Max
too.
Crosby. I got you.
I had him. I was gonna put him on mine, and I was like, nah, I feel better about TJ.
Yeah, because TJ's established. That team's been good with him there. Raiders are the Raiders. No matter how good Max Crosby is, the Raiders don't draw any attention. No one's watching them. It's West Coast. It's hard to get votes for those guys out there for certain things. If you believe the media is predominantly on the East Coast, they don't really pay attention to the West Coast. All that is but kind of
to me. Max Crosby is a beast, and like they bringing that boy from Miami to play next to him.
Okay,
they gonna wreak havoc on that side of the field. Trust me. They're going to wreck havoc.
If you find a way to shut down Mahomes even for a game, beat him somehow, do something like that. Because you got to look at the quarterbacks in that league. We know Bo Nix is just starting out. But you got Herbert. You got Mahomes. If he can rattle both those guys, he's going to get more and more attention. You know what I'm saying? He's got the look. People love looking at him with the tats and all that crazy shit. They like the story of him, the recovering alcoholic, all that crap. People buy into that shit. But if you can be good on the field and shut those 2 quarterbacks down, you're going to get a lot more press, and that can only, only do good for him.
And him putting up stats is the same reason why I think Latu is going to win the defensive rookie of the year.
Well,
because you putting him next to Buck, they're going to double Buck. and Latu's gonna be 1-on-1. So
and dude, he's got a quick first step, and you can't teach that. So he's gotten
you start swinging covers the Latu now, Buck in the wrecking shit in the middle. So we'll see.
I just think the thing with TJ, you've seen it because I think the last 2 years he's been injured, right?
Yeah,
like he's missed some games. So you've seen the difference in the defense. Like
valid point.
When he was there, I think I don't know if it was last year. I don't think it was last year. I think the year before. Even though Steelers' record was what it was, that defense, if I'm not mistaken, like the first 2-3 games came out hot, like they were dominant. And then when he got hurt, they dramatically was bad or just declined. And then when he came back, they was like middle of the pack for most of the year. Same thing like last year. I think like just his impact to that defense, he's the difference of their defense being good to great or good to terrible. And the other people that we got on the board, as far as Micah, Garrett, Crosby, like Lou just pointed out, 2 of them have backups to supplement, and the defense I don't think would fall off as much because one team has a good back end as well as linebackers, or yada yada yada. I think with TJ, he's not there, that whole thing just goes off the rails. Like,
no, you're right, bro. Like a few years ago, you're 100% right. He was out for a good amount of games, starting off hot, and they fell apart.
If you look at Dallas, all right, Micah not there. All right, the rush may not be as dominant, but they still got the 2.
And when they go off the turf onto the grass, that whole team slows down. That's not a good look for him. He's got good numbers, but
correct.
These guys, Garrett, they're doing on grass and in the mud and on turf. Same with Watt, same with Crosby. So I get it. So here we go. Rob, season predictions. Division winners. AFC, Kansas City, Cincinnati, Miami, Indianapolis. NFC, Dallas, San Francisco, Tampa, Detroit. AFC division winners, Kansas City, Cincinnati, Miami, Indianapolis. NFC division winners, Dallas, San Francisco, Tampa Bay, Detroit. Conference champions, Cincinnati and Detroit. Super Bowl winner, Detroit Lions. Offensive player of the year, Breece Hall. Defensive player of the year, TJ Watt. Offensive rookie of the year, Jaden Daniels. Defensive rookie of the year, Latu. Comeback player of the year, Derrick Henry. League MVP, Tyreek Hill. You got a little information for us for some of these?
Well, for the awards, I like Daniels as that dual threat.
Yeah.
And I think it's probably gonna come down between him and Caleb, but I think because of his dual threat presence and what he has working versus what Caleb has working, I think that'll push him over the edge. If their numbers are similar, people are gonna be like, well, look what he had versus what he had.
Yeah, I think that.
Derrick Henry, for comeback.
That was my issue with it. What the hell is Derrick Henry coming back from?
Down year. People thinking he's over the hill.
That's not for comeback player. Comeback player is someone who's coming back. That's not you sucked last year.
I kind of saw it too. He had 1,200 yards, but like it was like if Derrick Henry comes back and he gets 2,000 yards.
No, but he played 17 games last year.
But it was kind of like, I get it. You come back from what? But when I saw it, I was like, all right, I kind of get that because he wasn't what you expect him to be. Change of scenery. He bust out another 2,000.
I understand that, but that's not how they vote comeback player of the year.
Hey, we may.
I could be. You don't know that. I could be. Yeah, I could be wrong, but so every comeback.
A lot of people suck one year and then come back and have a big year.
But no, that's what I'm saying though. I could be wrong because I don't know off the top of my head the last 5-10 award winners, but the last award winners, every one of them that's won it the previous year was an injured year?
No, Flacco won it last year because he came off the couch.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, so then
But mostly it's injured players. But Flacco was retired and came back.
Okay, so then my thought process wasn't wrong. Then that's how I was viewing it as people are
Derrick
viewing
Henry
him
wasn't retired.
But I'm saying the people are viewing him as over the hill or whatever.
Because he still had almost 1,200 yards last year. That's not a down year.
Okay. All right. So you want me to change it to Anthony Richardson?
I can see it. Though. Like, I see it.
You can pick Aaron Rodgers if you want. You can pick Massage Watson.
Who? Oh no, that's no. I don't
you can pick anybody, but Derrick Henry, he ain't coming back from nothing. That boy rushed played 17 games last year and rushed for 1,200 yards.
Well, I ain't changing it. So
no, 50 don't back down. No, let's got bully you. I like Super Bowl winner Detroit. I like that.
I tell you what, if you think he won't win comeback player of the year, you might want to go bet that.
What is it, like plus 5,000?
It'll be something crazy.
Yeah, I'd have to see the odds.
Tyreek Hill.
It might not even be on the damn board.
I could see Tyreek as MVP.
Yeah, because he would. I mean, if we're being realistic, he was on the board for it last year, but because it's a quarterback-driven award,
he gets.
If he would have gotten 2,000, it would have probably more. You know what I'm saying? So I think if he does something similar, like if he gets 17, 18, 1,900 yards again, 12, 15 touchdowns, like
he's not even on the board.
Okay, I can't recall. I mean, we'd have to go back. I don't even know how far back to see like a receiver
Burrow plus
multiple.
Burrow plus 250.
So,
I was thinking Burrow could be a good comeback. And
Burrow plus 250.
Breece Hall, I think, is a good offensive player of the year. If things go right with Breece Hall, he could big media market. Aaron Rodgers, they're probably going to comeback player there just because he woke up. And you got him if he's running.
He's the favorite right now.
Yeah, of course.
Aaron Rodgers is the favorite.
Planning to retire and his peyote and his
comeback
leg.
Yeah. You got Aaron Rodgers, Joe Burrow, Kirk Cousins.
I like Burrow Cousins.
Anthony Richardson, Nick Chubb.
Yeah, your first three. I like the first three.
If Chubb comes back and does something,
that's the top five. That's the top five. Rodgers, Burrow, Cousins, Richardson, Chubb.
No, I like the middle. I like Burrow, Richardson, and
Oh man, like as much as I want to root for Cousins and root for Atlanta, like I don't want to see him as comeback anything. I'm sorry, I don't. Like I don't. I'll take any other guys on that list.
I mean,
hey, Damar Hamlin's plus 10,000.
He already came back. You can't do it again. Get this guy off my team.
You said the awards are popularity contest, right?
He's just gonna come back every year.
If Burrow has a good season and the Bengals finish second or first in the division, Burrow's getting that award.
Yeah, if he makes those receivers look good, both in the contract year, and they get high, he's gonna get it for sure. They get high in the playoffs and whatnot. I'm with you there 100%.
Same thing with the Jets. If the Jets
Trayvon Diggs is plus 15,000.
If the Jets finish top 2 in the division, I think Aaron Rodgers gets it. But I like Burrow. I mean, go ahead. You can take out Henry for Burrow.
If the Jets hit the playoffs, I'm with you 100%. Like to me, Aaron Rodgers is gonna have to die to not win comeback player of the year. If he makes it through the whole season,
my gosh, bro.
Hey, it's Aaron Rodgers.
You know that market.
These guys hate his realistic approach to life now. He's still Aaron Rodgers. If the Jets, like Rob said, if they do even a little bit good, the Jets, they're gonna run with that shit, bro.
Oh, Justin Herbert's plus 4,500.
Think about it.
I like that. I like that. He was hurt.
Exactly. Let's think about it, Billy. 3
years
ago, he was in Green Bay.
He was hurt.
No. Well, Rob,
3 years ago, Aaron Rodgers was in Green Bay, right?
Yeah.
He had what? Subpar or good season to his standards or to regular quarterback standards, right? And I think they made it to the playoffs, lost to us, something like that, right? So now he goes to the Jets last year. All this hype. Oh, they got Breece. They got Garrett. They got the defense, stack. All right, injury. This year, it's the same height from last year.
It sure
but
is.
The last season, we've seen him play. He was But now you're telling me a 41-year-old quarterback 2 years later coming off of Achilles injury and the same height is built back up?
That's because nobody ain't seen him play in 2 years.
Which in my opinion means
the last time you seen him, he wasn't that good. So why am I going? So if I'm going, if we're in the what have you done for me lately, or we're going off of your last performance, his last season was okay. So, but because of what the team has shown you with a mediocre quarterback, you're trying to take, like Billy said, you're just taking the name. And you're attaching it to this team, and then you're just sending it through the roof.
And you got 2 years older with a busted up leg, and he's supposed to come back like he didn't miss a beat. I don't think that's happening. And
all right, you guys twisted my arm. I'm going Aaron Rodgers.
And for me,
my nephew is a Jets fan, and he
as
keeps
long as
down.
He pushes through, the media is going to want to buy that hype back. They hyped him up last year. He fell apart. They don't want to look foolish.
It's New York
again this year. That's what I'm saying.
But so that's what we're saying.
Shows up, he's going to win that MVP, bro. He just has to make it through the season. And then, like Rob said, they win. They even the first round of the playoffs. Oh my God, bro! Especially after last year, it's a lock.
If Aaron Rodgers was going to the Giants, they would
besides
like,
watching this plus 1,500
playoffs. They would have Giants as a playoff team. But the last time you see Aaron Rodgers, he barely got to the playoffs himself. But because he went to the Giants and they got Malik Neighbors, oh shoot, now they're a playoff team.
Yeah,
like we stop it.
Here we go. Billy, NFL predictions. Spoiler alert, homer alert, not homer.
Oh no!
But I had
not the homer.
Billy, NFL division winners, AFC, Kansas City, Cincinnati, Buffalo, Houston. NFC, Dallas, San Francisco, Atlanta, Detroit. AFC division winners, Kansas City, Cincinnati, Buffalo, Houston. NFC, Dallas, San Francisco, Atlanta, Detroit. Conference champions, Buffalo and Detroit. Winners, I have to go Buffalo. Homer, like I said. Offensive player of the year, CeeDee Lamb. Defensive player of the year, TJ Watt. Offensive rookie of the year, Caleb Williams. Defensive rookie of the year, Laiatu Latu. Comeback player of the year, Aaron Rodgers. League MVP, Josh Allen. So with my AFC, it was back and forth. Houston.
Just when I thought this guy was professional.
Wasn't sure Houston and the Colts, but I took Houston because they have the track record.
Yeah,
like I said, with the NFC, we were all pretty much there. I think Green Bay and Tampa were the only swap outs that we had. Conference champion, I'm riding the Buffalo Bills more than ever because I am an anti Stephon Diggs guy, so I'm all for Buffalo. But I'm with Rob. I can see Detroit getting right there, regardless of who they play from the AFC. I can see Detroit doing it. CeeDee Lamb, I think Dak is going to want to make his money, like we said last week, whether it is with Dallas next season or not. He's going to have to put up those numbers. CeeDee Lamb is going to want to prove he's worth the money they paid him. I can see CeeDee Lamb, like Rob with Tyreek Hill. These guys are going to get close to 2,000 yards, helping out their quarterbacks. It could make a difference. TJ Watt, like we all have a similar mindset when it came to that. When he's not on that team, it is a shitty defense. Offensive rookie of the year, I'm buying in with what Felix talked about, Caleb Williams. I like his thoughts on Bo Nix. He's Sean Payton's guy. I like Rob's thoughts on dual threat with Jaden Daniels. It could look good. But Caleb Williams, we've talked on this show hundreds of times, has the best offensive setup, bro. Yeah, he's got good receivers, good running back, good tight end. He's got no excuse. So I'm taking that. And with Laiatu Latu, I looked up the guys that are out there. I've only heard his name, bro. He's the only guy that I hear, mainly because Felix is on the show, but he's on the news. I see him on the highlights on YouTube. He's making names for himself already, so I'm riding a hot hand. Aaron Rodgers, yes, he shows up, he's going to win. In all seriousness, with Josh Allen, because Buffalo has pretty much nobody around him, if he does well enough, he'll get the MVP because he is the only thing we have on that team. That is it. There's lackluster receivers, a good young tight end, decent running back. Our defense, like I said, we got a Walking Dead guy out there. And I saw the news today, and I was devastated. Milano, he got hurt a while back. We got a decent up front four, but once you get to that linebacker and that safeties, DBs, I get nervous. So it is Josh Allen and nobody else on that team. And that's why I think if they do any success this season, it's all solely on Josh Allen's shoulders. That would earn him the MVP, in my opinion.
If they finish top 2, I agree.
Yeah, they've got to go. Like him just get to the playoffs, ain't going to mean shit. He's going to have to carry that team, which is going to be a monumental task because we don't know what the Jets are going to look like. On paper, they have a good team, and they just got back a quarterback. Dolphins were good last year. I think we all agree that the Patriots are going to suck. The AFC is a tough division. Colts got their guy back. Who knows what?
I think that might be the most competitive division in the AFC.
I think so too. That looks tough because, like I said, race to 9. You can see other teams blowing other teams out in other divisions. I don't see that in the South.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna go on record. I'm gonna go on the record. Episode 69, AFC South, NFC South.
Yeah. Okay, I like that.
Two down to the wide divisions. I think those are going to be the 2 divisions to watch on both sides.
Yeah, because we got Broncos, Chargers, Raiders, Chiefs. I think we all kind of agree the Raiders may be the bottom of that division with their quarterback situation, new coach.
Whoa. Last year you was telling me how good Minshew was.
Bro, didn't you guys get to the playoffs or almost make it to the playoffs?
No, they carried him to almost there.
He got Michael Pittman paid, bro. Give me the long hair. Give me the long hair.
Oh my God, this guy's the funniest guy. Oh my gosh.
See them with the Broncos fighting for bottom of that division.
Comedic relief.
And I only see the Broncos because they got a young quarterback, but they've got to keep the team around. I see.
The world is crazy about the Chargers, and I think it's a year too early.
I'm with you.
I think Denver is going to be the second team in that division.
I just like what Bengals do on the offense, man. When you got a quarterback like that, it just helps.
Like we said with Rodgers and Richardson and Josh Allen carrying by themselves, if your top guy goes down and you don't have that good of a supporting cast around you, which we saw with the Bengals last year, Burrow goes out. They have flashes of whatever quarterbacks they threw in there. People like the underdog story. But as far as maintaining a winning record, the Bengals fell off big time.
Forget about it.
You have to have the right guys in place. But it is football season. It's fun to speculate. It's fun to jump on your homer bandwagon and hope for hope. It's fun to be realistic and say, God, my team is only one guy, and it hurts to say it out loud. It's fun, though. It's football season.
Yeah. It is. Everybody's excited. There's a lot of spots and you guys' predictions that I didn't agree with, but that's the beauty of being 0-0. Because I don't think the Bengals offense is going to be that good.
It all runs on Burrow. Zach Moss is going to take him to the promised land again. He helped you guys out last year.
Zach Moss held it down while JT
Zach Moss got you guys almost to the playoffs with.
That boy was running.
You guys almost made it to the promised land. But more do you want?
That boy was running.
He's not Joe Mixon. They downgraded in the slot. Their O-line ain't that good. Burrow's gonna take a lot of hits.
But it hasn't been good since he's gotten there. So
he's been hurt.
That is true. They've had the worst offensive line.
He's gonna take a lot of hits this year.
Yeah, as long as he's healthy, the Bengals
because they like to run that 3 wide. They downgraded in the slot. They really don't have a good slot receiver.
And for a team that passes like that, they have no tight end either. They have Gesicki out there. Like he's their number one guy.
I mean,
he's failed everywhere.
The
fell
Steelers,
for it.
The Steelers don't have nothing, and then the Bears. I mean, not the
fell,
Bears, the
fell
Browns,
for it.
Browns,
I like the Browns better than the Bengals.
You're still waiting on this Deshaun Watson from
that defense is
year that could show up.
That defense
is top 3,
but that
in the league,
bottom 3.
Exactly.
That defense is top 3 in the league. And they got receivers, they got running back, they got all Massage Watson has to do is just kick it back a couple years before the massage incidents.
And guess what? There's a team in the AFC East that has similar traits, and you see what happened with a mediocre quarterback. So
who?
The Jets.
The Jets, bro.
Same.
They had a mediocre quarterback.
Yeah, they had all the good defense. They lost
had a terrible quarterback.
Okay, so that's my so that's the point we're saying. And they only won.
You guys keep playing. The Browns. So y'all sleeping on the Browns. Y'all sleeping on the Browns.
Wake me up when they do something.
But
y'all sleeping on the Browns.
Are you trusting Foreman or
they got Ford? The coach of the year from last year,
which was horrible. Absolutely. Horrible.
They got J-Bo sitting in the wings to take over that quarterback spot if Massage Watson gets hurt.
And you got half a leg right now.
Did Browns go to the playoffs last year? I can't remember.
Pretty sure they did. Or didn't they? I don't know.
Yeah, they got. I think so. I think Houston beat in the first round.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yes.
Yeah. They lost the first round.
Correct. That is correct. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they had the coach of the year. That team is good.
And so is the Jets.
You've never seen the Jets good. In my whole life, I've never seen the Jets good.
No, we've seen them that one time with
never
Sanchez and Darrell.
Never.
Yeah.
Never.
When they went to the AFC title.
2 years in a row.
You remember? Yeah, you remember.
No. Those teams was like those teams was like 9 and 7. They got hot at the right time.
So listen to what you just said. We've never seen the Jets.
I've never seen them good.
When have we seen the Browns good?
They were good last year.
Oh shit.
They were good last year.
When their bad quarterback went out and their good quarterback
went to the playoffs. Their coach won coach of the year.
Okay.
They were good last year. That's more than what I've ever seen with the Jets.
Okay. I got it now, Billy. Now this is the NFL, right? Where
I like how
year
I like how
shit's different, right? Team that was bad last year takes off the next year, and then the team that was good the last year drops down, right? Like, remember, just 2 years ago, Houston was trash, right? Now they ascended. So
because they lost Deshaun Watson.
Oh, so
they were good. They were good. They were good.
Right. So now the Browns acquired or paid for Deshaun Watson, and what we got? He missed a year. He got hurt.
Mm-hmm. You didn't like Davis Mills?
Who?
The quarterback for he
did what he was supposed to do. He got them the number 1 pick.
I take him on my team any
number 2 pick.
I take him on my team any day of the week.
Kids at home, if my brother ever decided to coach and he is a head coach, offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, be a quarterback for him, because he is the only guy I've ever seen in life defend quarterbacks the way he defends quarterbacks. Hella high water. These boys be trash. And
our other co-host.
I seen Deshaun Watson take a team to the AFC Championship.
I know,
and he should have. And he had the lead. He had the lead. He had the lead on Mahomes, and his defense blew it.
I know. So now, and then Sam Darnold, right? Sam Darnold gonna light this up.
He had the lead on Mahomes, and his defense blew it.
And Sam Darnold's my backup quarterback.
They were up like 21-7 or something like that. Crazy.
I bought into Sam Darnold this year. He's my backup. I have a 2 quarterback.
Listen,
you might want to start him. You might want to start him. You might want to start him because he gonna light this.
All that hating y'all been doing these last 2 years on my watch.
I'm watching because I got Addison on my team. So.
What do you got for us going into this season? We're wrapping it up. Darnold's gonna do something.
Watch.
Light it up.
Shit, Darnold might get comeback player of the year.
I'm very good. That's what I want to hear.
Now, how's he going to do that? He wasn't injured.
He's coming back to starting.
Oh, okay.
You just can't be Derrick Henry apparently to become that player of the year.
You can't start 17 games and run for 1,200 yards and have a comeback season. Like you can't. That doesn't make any sense.
If you're King Henry, you should come back.
That doesn't make sense.
But it makes sense.
He would have ran. That doesn't make any sense.
All right. But Sam Darnold makes plenty of sense.
What you think? He run for 2,000 every year?
He should. Name like King, self-appointed. You should be running.
Yeah. Well, he don't.
Surprise!
Well,
Sam
he don't.
Sam Darnold's a Pro Bowler and MVP candidate.
Okay. What do you got? Surprise? I think I'm gonna say surprise could potentially be Arizona if they can kind of.
I like that.
Get Murray okay. You got a good running. What's the running back situation? Is it still Connor?
Yeah. Connor, and they got the rookie from Florida State.
All right.
Now, he's gonna upseat him, but Connor.
Okay. Because I'm not.
What are we doing? Like stone cold picks? Like
no, just whatever you got, whatever you think is going to be like. I'm paying attention to this one. What could potentially happen?
Caleb Williams will be a Pro Bowler.
Really?
He better be. That ain't a surprise.
I mean, offensive rookie of the year.
He better be. What are you talking about? It's not a surprise. He better be a Pro Bowler. What are you talking about?
What do you mean he better be a Pro Bowler?
Yes. You cannot.
So rookies just step in and go to the Pro Bowl? Is what you're telling me?
But rookies that are talked about as the next Patrick Mahomes and then got every fucking food at their table. No. I don't want to hear all this.
Bro. That's not how it works, dog.
No rookie
that's not how it works.
Come into this situation with
that's not how it works.
He's coming into a great team, bro.
That's not how it works, dog.
You're right. That's not how it works. But
he's coming to a team that picked top 10 last year. And
they on paper are a top.
Yeah, the offense.
They picked in the top 10 this year.
Receiver who's guaranteed almost 100 catches for some weird reason. Every year he's 100 plus catches.
Dude, they got 3 receivers. DJ Moore, they got 2 tight ends. They got 3 running backs. They got a decent.
He's my offensive player.
They had DJ Moore last year, and they picked in the top 10.
Because they had Deshaun Watson apparently throwing for him. That's why they went to the top 10. So good.
Deshaun Watson play for the Bears now?
Look like it, because the other guy was just as horrible as Deshaun Watson is.
Dude,
he couldn't even beat out Russell Wilson.
Billy.
So, gosh.
Let's dial it back.
You guys are funny.
It's thunder. I can barely hear you guys right now.
You guys are funny. This dude said he better be.
Billy,
he said he better be.
No. So hear me out, Billy. So hear me out, right? No, hear me out. So we're gonna go back to that, right? Just what you getting?
I think surprise Buffalo Super Bowl. Bang! Is it back there? Buffalo Bills.
I'm gonna do like Rob and just be like, they better be. And they better be.
I'll take all the help I can get for Buffalo to get to the Super Bowl. I am all for it. I got my Bills hat on.
Oh, gosh.
That's usually
that dude is funny, dog. He is funny.
You gotta love the passion.
No. So let's go back.
He is funny, dog.
So no. All right. So if I'm crazy, tell me I'm crazy, right, Billy? So let's go back to what he just said, right? So I'm jumping out the fence saying he better be because of the situation, right?
Yeah.
But again, going back to last year, right? Or the year before, the Jets wasn't all that, right? But then they got free agent acquisitions, and all of a sudden they went. No, matter of fact, they drafted 4th, right? 2 years ago, correct?
Yeah.
And they got Sauce Gardner, and in that same year they went from a piss poor defense, but on paper to a top 5 defense off of one corner, right? So now you're telling me that all this high praise for this quarterback that's supposed to be the next coming, you give him 3 receivers, 200 catch, close to 100 catch receivers, 2 tight ends, 3 running backs, an offense, we'll just say a mid or good defense.
Yeah,
they got an all-pro.
I don't think. See, corner. When people talk like this,
and you're telling
you have to tell them to analyze what they're saying. Write it down on paper. This is what my parents used to tell me. Like, when you start talking crazy, write it down on paper and see as it makes it sense. Because you're telling me a rookie is supposed to make the Pro Bowl. If he makes the Pro Bowl, That means he's had a better season than Stafford, Goff, Prescott, Cousins, Love, Hurts. He has to have a better season than all those dudes to make the Pro Bowl.
He just has to have a season. He just has to beat two of them out, isn't it?
So you're telling me he's a rookie, and you're telling me, he's supposed to do that. So he's supposed to be better than Hurts. You're telling me he's supposed to be better than Hurts this year. He's supposed to be better than Jordan Love this year.
Go ahead.
He's supposed to be better than Dak Prescott this year.
Continue.
He's supposed to be better than Jared Goff.
Mm-hmm.
He's supposed to be better than Matt Stafford.
Mm-hmm.
Kirk Cousins.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler Murray.
Mm-hmm.
Baker Mayfield. He's supposed to be better than all these guys.
Okay. Now, right? So I'm saying
because only three quarterbacks make the Pro Bowl.
Cool. So I'm saying, right? Or you're saying that I'm saying that he's supposed to be better than
Brock Purdy.
Most of them, right? Right? Follow us on this journey, Billy. So I'm saying
he's got to be top 3 of 16.
He got to be top 3 of 16 in his division. I mean, in his conference, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now, him and whoever else that's with him on this train of Caleb Williams, when we do the predictions, they're telling me and you, Billy, that they're projecting him to throw for 3,500 yards, 20 to 25 or 25 to 28 touchdowns, completion rate of about 68, 72%. Is that not Pro Bowl numbers?
If that's a rookie, that's awesome. Jared Goff is going to throw for 4,000 yards. Prescott is going to throw for probably 5,000 yards. He'll be close to 5,000 yards.
How many 4,000 yards was in the NFC last year? How many quarterbacks threw for 4,000 last year in the NFC?
I would have to check. I'm pretty sure Goff, Prescott.
Go ahead, please check for me. We got some time.
No, Stafford was hurt.
No. We ain't gonna talk about injuries.
No, you got to talk because how you gonna throw for 4,000 if he hurt?
Motherfucker can throw 500 in one game. It's been done.
So we have Mike Clay of ESPN projects Caleb Williams 3,538 yards, 23 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, 89 passer rating. Another projection for Williams is a 65% completion rate, 26 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 3,700 yards. Another prediction is 3,500, 23 and 13, 311 rush yards, and 3 rush touchdowns.
And that's awesome for a rookie. If that's not gonna, those numbers there will not get him in the Pro Bowl.
No, the 2,300, I totally agree. But I'm saying,
none of those.
What you're saying,
if he throws for 3,200 yards, 3,500 yards, that's not Pro Bowl numbers. Those are good numbers for a rookie.
So if Goff had them same numbers, he's not going to the Pro Bowl?
Goff threw for 4,500 yards last year.
Goff threw for he threw for how much?
4,500.
Okay, so the top
Prescott threw for 4,500. Purdy threw for 4,200. Jordan Love threw for 4,200. Baker Mayfield threw for 4,000. Matt Stafford threw for 3,965 while missing games. So Sam Howell threw for 3,900 yards. If Caleb Williams throws for 3,500 yards, that is an awesome season for a rookie. That is not making the Pro Bowl.
Okay, so now if he throws for the 4,000.
And I'm telling you, my bold prediction is he's going to make the Pro Bowl. That means he's going to throw for 4,000 yards.
Okay. And that's because he has 3 receivers.
I don't care who he got out there.
Okay.
Jared Goff got an offense too.
But he doesn't have those weapons.
Jared Goff's got a top 5 receiver.
And he has 2 top 10.
2 what?
Top 10 receivers. DJ Moore's not a top 10 now? You don't like
DJ
Moore?
Bro. I like DJ Moore. I could pick 10 receivers right now that I'll take over DJ Moore.
Mm-hmm. Keenan Allen?
I'll take I got 10 receivers for him too.
Okay.
I'd take DJ Moore over Keenan Allen, especially this point in his career.
They say Keenan Allen fat now. They say he's fat now. So probably.
Yeah, but there's huh? But yeah, there's receivers. There's at least 10 receivers I'll take over those dudes. DJ Moore may sneak in the top 10. Keenan Allen ain't getting in my top 10.
Shaquille would be there though. I'm with you. I'm picking up what you're laying down.
Excuse me?
Keenan Coleman. Curtis Samuel, I got you.
Keenan Coleman better ball, man. I like him. Josh better feed him.
His over-under is like 30 yards. Hold on a second. How's this guy? His over-under for the game is 30 yards. Is he not playing? Like, how is he not one of your starting receivers with this guy?
30 yards for what? The game?
Keenan Coleman, yeah. His over-under is 30 yards for the game.
Who y'all playing?
Well, they don't think he's going to get open.
Because he runs like a 4.6. Like,
I don't know, bro.
Yeah, he's going to probably be more of a red zone.
But who y'all playing?
Arizona.
I don't even know nobody on that team. I lost
your picture, bro. You're a black screen, but I hear your voice.
I don't know anybody on that Cardinals defense. Keon Coleman might go for 300.
I hope so. I'll tease it up. I'll make that 60 yards, and I'll bank on that. All right, let's wrap this up. I got editing to do before this gets out this weekend.
So, guess what, guys? Football starts tomorrow.
Oh boy, I can't wait.
It's go time.
Cannot wait. I'm gonna
football
be
all weekend. I mean, just watch it. Just football all weekend. You got football Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
I don't want to rain on people's parades, but if you have DirecTV, I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry,
bro. I put my coax.
They got issues
in the back of the TV.
Oh yeah,
and I get over the air. It'll be on ABC and NBC.
No contract with Disney, so no ESPN, no Disney, no nothing.
Yeah, they let that.
Oh, what they got? What they got? Disney. What games is on? What games is on ESPN?
ABC, ESPN.
Sunday night football.
Sunday night football.
So they got Sunday and Monday night football.
Yeah.
No, one of them is NBC, ain't it?
NBC is Sunday night. Yeah, NBC is Sunday night.
Yeah, so all they missing is Monday night.
Monday night. Yeah.
But even then, they double those up on Channel 10 on Monday night though. Also,
they do the doubleheader. Yeah.
Sometimes I mean, anyway.
But I mean,
I think this year, right? This year they branched out to Prime.
Yeah, Amazon's doing a bunch of games.
Everybody got a game.
Well, I know Amazon does the Thursday nights.
Even Netflix got a game this year.
I know Netflix got something now. Peacock got something. So
yeah, everybody got something on there. So have fun.
But it's here.
But I'm good. I got a nap for that.
You have a nap for that? You can take a nap for the game?
I got YouTube.
I got an app for that.
Now.
I got YouTube. We don't have problems with you. YouTube don't have them problems.
My app don't have problems with anybody.
Me neither, bro. We're good.
YouTube don't have them problems. I got to watch
all kinds of wrestling this weekend from Germany. It was awesome.
So last year I got the Sunday ticket stupid for $100.
Nice.
So I was gonna do it again. I go turn up Sunday ticket student $200. I'm like, you went up a whole $100.
They're trying.
Right.
They're paying.
I'm like, all right, back to my app.
They're forgiving students debt so they can afford an extra $100 for YouTube TV, DirecTV.
No. They ain't forgiving nothing. They ain't forgiving nothing. They just put it on pause right now. And the good thing they did, because I'm having little issues right now. You know what I'm saying? At my employer.
Unfortunately, you gotta have that Sunday ticket, man. That's life.
Oh, I got the Sunday ticket on my app.
I got an app for that.
I got an app for that. Got Red Zone, got it all.
Love it. Scott
4 box. I got the 4 screen box with all of multi-view. My app is very legit. Very legit. It's a win. It's a win for me. But it's go time tomorrow. Let's go Colts. Let's go Canes. Let's drop 96 points on fam. I hate to do it to them, but we got to get to the top 10. You know what I'm saying? We out. Red. What is it? Episode 60.
69. You dirty
69. Out of your mind. Oh boy, 69, 68, and I owe you one. Let's go. Blackplanet.com, mihente.com. You know where to catch us. TikTok, Twitter, and the MySpace, and the TikTok, and the X, all that. Instagram, YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment. Keep leaving the comments. We like them. We respond. And we out.
Yo.